Okay. I'm just gonna start recording.
Okay, I'm down
We
to
can
sit,
we can
honestly,
sit. We can
right
also
now, 'cause I'm,
move.
like,
There's also some ants, so just be
Oh, you
mindful of that.
getting okay? That's
Yeah, and
good
some
to
stickers and
know.
things like that. So
Yeah, and you're wearing shorts, so maybe we
yeah,
should
no,
walk.
we're good. We're good.
No, you're like
No. This is fine. I was sitting here before, and it was
Yeah? Okay.
yeah, it was good. If we feel inclined to
we
move,
start getting-
we can.
Yeah.
That little red bird's been hanging out over here.
Oh.
Pretty.
My gosh, that's
Little
a
red.
flycatcher.
It's a what?
A vermilion flycatcher.
That's what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Those used to show up when it's like my niece's bird, is what we say.
Oh, that's sweet.
'Cause it used to come around when she was born.
It came in swooping, kind of down here in this little ditch area,
Gulch.
and then it swung a hard 180, went up to the branch over there, and it looked like it was just floating.
That's not it. Oh, that's
I think it's
so
over there now,
freaking cool.
on that little small. Oh, now it's moving.
Oh, good eye.
And there's thunder.
And that's thunder.
Wait, do we
Holy
have to
shit.
count, right?
Well, if you see lightning.
Or lightning.
Yeah.
And the lightning and thunder, right?
Mm-hmm.
The space.
If you see the lightning, then you count how long to hear the thunder.
That's
'Cause
how
obviously
about
light-
how far away
yeah.
it is and what miles.
Miles, I think.
Isn't that so interesting?
I feel like that also might be one of those things that we all have just made up and just believe.
Like,
you know, like
don't turn your light on
Yeah,
inside
in
the
the
car
car.
because you'll get pulled over. You know, Mama's joke.
Yeah.
Or Mama's
Maybe
like, hey, don't touch the lights.
She made you think it's illegal.
Yeah, like it's illegal, but it's not. It's not.
Still feels illegal.
Are there other ones that you can think of? Man, I have like a whole bunch in my head, but I can't.
I know.
I can't remember them
all this
exactly.
Shit my parents lied to me about. Oh, I do feel like putting the hazards on your car. I do it all the time now, but
Just
as
for
a kid,
just for fun.
if I'm slowing and I'm if I'm driving on the freeway and I'm going on my brake.
Oh yeah.
Hazards
no,
are going on.
I appreciate those people because
Yes.
you can't really tell how fast you're stopping
Right.
all the time.
Or if that person's just like kind of slowing down or
Right,
stopping.
right.
So I am so quick to put them on.
Yeah. Good for you.
Thank you. Very...
People, I think, appreciate that. And people also use hazards to like say thank you sometimes. I get out of the way in the
Oh.
driving in driving from California to Tucson. Whenever I was in the fast lane and I moved over because someone was just wanted to go a lot faster.
Yeah.
I would get out of the way, and then when they'd pass me, they'd hit the hazards to say thank you.
That's such a nice, wow.
Yeah.
Because I always wondered, like, how do I do a nice beep?
Oh,
And you can't.
it's impossible unless you have like a pleasantly
Right.
sounding.
And I don't actually even have a horn on my car anymore, so I can't
Whoa.
do it. I know.
That has to be
It's
illegal.
so dangerous. I know.
You should just run your light on all the time.
One time a car almost backed into me, and I was just like, well, what can I do?
You know what'd be funny is if you had a crank arm window and you're like trying to like crank. And you're like, hey, no, you're gonna hit me instead of
Please.
yeah, please no. That's funny.
I know, yeah, it's really scary.
Well, anyways,
Okay.
thank you
Thank
for
you.
being here. I'm really excited
This
to
has
talk to
been
you.
Months in the making.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
Me too.
I'm a little sweaty, partly because it's humid out here,
Yeah.
and also because
Very sweaty.
this.
Yeah.
But Sofie, I know you as a baker, and that's what you do. But I also know you're more than that. But we are going to talk about bread, baking.
Love it.
So tell me how that came to be, like why baking? And when you knew that that's what you wanted, like how did you feel about that?
Okay.
And you can start wherever you'd like.
Okay. Well, I suppose I'll start at the beginning, which is when I was a child.
Mm-hmm.
No, not that I've always loved to bake or anything, but I've always loved bread. Oh, is that rain?
It is rain.
No way!
Okay.
Oh shit! Well, we might have to.
Is there a cover? Can we cover?
Yeah, I think we can.
That was quick.
Wow, that was so fast. One thing of thunder.
That was one. And no lightning.
And no lightning.
And I didn't count.
And we stopped counting, so we got, okay, maybe over by Himmel, like the pool?
Oh yeah, there's got to be some kind of remote thing.
Yeah.
We can walk.
Yeah.
We can walk and talk.
Oh, there for sure is, like by the playground.
Okay.
Good, I can like readjust my answer. Here, I'll take your, oh wait.
Oh wait, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'll take your bike.
It does make
I didn't realize
noise.
you didn't have a car. I would have,
Oh no.
I would have offered to pick you up, or.
No.
I was just like, wow, Christian's really into walking, I guess. Like, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love when bikes do this.
When they make the noise?
It's so cool.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
People always ask me, why does your bike make so much noise? Is there something wrong with it? And I say, no, actually, this is like what every really like,
Elite.
not necessarily elite, but people who are into cycling and they're tryhards and they race and like the louder your bike is when you're freewheeling like that, the cooler you are.
Absolutely.
It's also
Yes.
like a grown-up version of a bell. So like when you're on the river path or someone's in front of you and maybe they're kind of taking up too much of the runway, that usually will get their attention. So I'll just like freewheel. So I'm not pedaling.
It's like the hazards.
Yeah,
for a
exactly,
bike. Yeah.
exactly. Or a really sweet horn.
Yeah, exactly. You're just like, oh, it's so gentle. Wow.
It is a little more, it can be very aggressive, like
yeah.
bees. But like
Ooh.
angry bees,
Ooh.
you know?
I don't like that.
So.
No, this is like, this makes me think of like a taut, like horse race, or a horse, like right before a race. You know, like they're just kind of like ready and they have all
amped
that
up.
power
Yeah.
in their quarters and they're ready to go. And
Yeah.
oh, it's so cool.
I was actually just weirdly looking at
Horses
last night. But I was looking at race horses, like pedigree.
Oh.
The moms, the dads, the babies.
Why?
I don't
random.
I don't know. I honestly don't even know how I started looking at that.
What?
I think I was just my brain just picked something and I blacked out, and then I came out of the blackout, and then I'm like, wait, why am I looking at Danzig from 1956, who has had a short career, 2 years, but has bred amazing horses. I don't know. It's
it's
weird.
a crazy world.
It is insane. Guess and they buy them for
I know.
crazy amounts of money.
You know,
I
was in the horse world
Really?
for many years.
Whoa.
That was actually my first job.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah. And it's a crazy world.
What did you do? Did you just like help take care of them?
Well, I
Or are you
used to
training them?
compete when I was
Oh.
younger. I did hunter jumper,
Wow.
and then as a job, like I became a groom when I was like 19.
Okay.
And worked at a show barn, which meant like, I was like taking care of them and then exercising them, grooming them for their owners, and then we'd travel for shows.
Yeah.
And I would like travel with the horses ahead of the show, set up the
Prepare.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything. Yeah.
And then every morning, like, get them ready to compete.
And this is for like in the pens where they're like hopping obstacles
That was what
That?
I would compete in, but this
Oh,
was actually a show.
for like jockeys.
That's a racehorse. I would compete in like the hunter jumper, like jumper,
Oh, I
which is
see.
like jumping.
Okay. Yeah.
But what I worked in was this thing called saddle seat. It's really weird. It's like horses doing specialized gaits.
Being elegant.
Exactly. Yeah.
Showcasing like that horse.
That horse, their movement, their
Kind of like a dog show.
kind of, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
This seems.
This is good.
I think so.
How do you want me
Yeah.
to lay your bike? I don't want to.
Oh, it's okay.
This is a beaut.
Thank you.
You're very light. Nice.
Okay. Enough of the bike noise. That's very cool. And I did not know that.
Oh, a lot of things to play with here. Perfect.
Anyways. Okay. So after being a groom, or before, has it always been there?
Bread?
The baking? Bread?
Not the baking, no. I don't think I was like an exceptional baker or even necessarily interested in baking as a kid, but I love bread.
Okay.
So in Spain, when I lived there when I was younger, we would get fresh bread delivered every morning, which is like such a simple luxury that I don't think a lot of people don't get to experience. But there it's just common. Like, you know, there's an estanco and you have like a subscription, or everyone in the neighborhood would get fresh bread every morning. So I ate a lot of bread growing up. And then, yeah, I didn't really know what I wanted to do throughout most of my 20s. I got a degree in zoology, which is so random.
It sounds really cool.
It was. I mean, yes and no.
And you seem very normal. Like I wouldn't have guessed that maybe.
Yeah, not like, I'm like a hidden horse girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say that in a kind way, but just also if you were to get into zoology or be someone who's into animals like that, it would be a lot of maybe who you are.
Yeah, I suppose so.
You would wear it proudly maybe? Or do you think?
Yeah, I wasn't. Even when I was in the program. I mean, to be fair, I was going to school actually for biology, and then I took one semester of physics, and I was like, oh, man, fuck this. So then I just switched to zoology because you don't need physics for zoology. So I do like animals, but I really liked the science part. And I thought I was going to be a vet, so I worked at a large animal vet hospital during my college years, and then I was like, I don't want to do that, so I left. I finished school and came down to Tucson, worked at a science lab here. So I have like the science background, I guess, which kind of correlates with baking. But to get to your first question, I didn't find baking until a few years ago. A woman at a yoga class made some bread. It was fantastic, like all bread is, and I was like, oh wow. She gave me some starter and shared a video of herself making bread, explaining how to do it, and I just like watched her video religiously like 6 times over, and then just made actually my first loaf of bread on my 28th birthday, and then I just became very obsessed. Like every day I was making a loaf of bread.
That's cool.
And like trying to perfect it. And around the same time my job was ending, I worked in refugee resettlement here in Tucson, and our agency was closing. So I was like going through an identity crisis, losing my job, losing what I thought was going to be my career and my passion, and baking every day and like becoming very obsessed with it. And then I was like, people kept asking me like, what are you gonna do after you leave the agency? And I was like, I'm gonna bake bread at Time Market. Like that was like my canned answer to be like, stop fucking asking me what I'm gonna do. I don't know. Right. And then I did. I just emailed Time Market. They were like hiring for, kind of all positions, but not explicitly baker. And I sent them an email being like, I love bread. I eat bread every day.
Perfect, you're hired.
And they hired me.
Yes.
Joke's on them.
Joke is on them, yeah. That's really awesome. What a timeline and trajectory. Yeah.
Oh, and I got a master's degree in there somewhere. Like, this is what I'm saying.
Really?
Yeah, I truly, for my 20s, for most of my life, I did not know what I wanted to do until I found bread.
Do you think before you found bread, while you were going through that entirety of like a groom, being at horse events and figuring out school and getting your master's, which is amazing, congratulations doing that. Not everyone does that. That's a big deal. Yeah, no, that's great. Did you feel like while you were in it, this is what I truly want to do forever? Or was it kind of like a happen chance I just kind of fell into it, and I guess we'll just roll with it, sort of thing.
Yeah, I never felt the, you know, like, okay, there's certain people that I think have very distinct yes feelings of like, yes, this is right. And then there are certain people that have very distinct no feelings, like, no, this is not right. What's the next thing? And I am the type of person that, in my experience, has had a lot of no's. So I have to try something, get the no feedback, and then be like, okay, what's the next thing? So with all of my past like endeavors, I had to try it to receive that no answer to move forward. And it wasn't until I found bread baking that it was the first yes.
That first loaf?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
it was an
amazing.
obsession.
And that's so cool because how long did that take?
28 years.
28 years? And how long did it take to actually bake the loaf of bread?
A day and a half.
So a day and a half, that's cool.
Yeah.
And probably, do you think, I'm sure you're probably grateful for all the prior experiences and moments and all the things that you learned. But does it feel, I guess it's that feel question that I asked of like, that moment of having that yes, where was that kind of like a relief or an excitement, or was it moving into okay, yes, what's next? Like,
yeah.
how can this loaf of bread and me like mesh together? And like, because also I don't know the type of person that you are when, or if you were to say yes to something, like how do you handle that yes, I guess, is what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
There's a lot there, so you can pick.
I'm trying to think. Having that yes felt like a relief in a lot of ways, because I think I spent so many of my 20s searching for what I wanted to do, and it was like, oh, thank God, there is something that I actually want to do, you know?
Yeah.
And also, I have this like reoccurring theme with like time and feeling like I don't have enough time and wanting to be all these different versions of myself. I don't know if you have this feeling. I'm sure most people do. Yeah.
And I'm still in my 20s, and I heavily relate with, I don't know what I'm doing or why I'm doing what I'm doing and where I want to be necessarily. I think there's things that I love and get me excited, and what we're doing right now is something. Is this a yes or no, right?
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I yes.
That like you're like there are so many different versions of yourself that you want to live and experience, and
or
I think
sound exciting.
Yeah,
fun,
that
right?
sound cool.
Like,
or
oh, I could do that.
Yes. Yeah. But you're like, do I actually want that?
Right.
So I think experiencing this yes about bread right now is fantastic, and it's what I want to do right now. And I think it's giving me the confidence to know that in the future, if I want to do something else, I can recognize, you know, some other quote unquote yes. But yeah, I guess the biggest thing is like it felt like a relief to find something that I genuinely love. And I'm not like pretending to love it or convincing myself I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's amazing. Seriously. And I'm very happy that you feel that way, because it's easier to be on the other side, the opposite of that, of thinking or not knowing.
I feel like it's harder.
Really?
Yeah.
The other way?
Yeah, of constantly searching. Or do you mean committing?
Committing, I think, to something. And then not feeling the like, okay, I'm committing to this, so I just have to commit. And even if I have the feelings of, I'm not sure, this is not what I really want to do, or I don't know, don't you just like, because you just knew. You made that first loaf, right? And there was that like, oh, like, aha, like this loaf in me, this is amazing. This is it.
I'm sorry,
this
is it. Loaf or at least... in me is the most poop statement you could have said.
We'll cut that out.
We'll cut that out.
But, and even if it's just for the moment, like maybe the bread isn't forever, and maybe it is, but the fact that you found that, yes, at least right now, yeah, I don't know. Is that kind of, are you scared at all? Or
no.
No?
Because, okay, I think like a past version of me would have said yes, because of the commitment, like you were saying, this commitment of like, yes, this is my thing, this is my obsession, I'm going all in, and then I would have this like, you know, back in my mind asking like, is this really what you want forever? But I don't have to have it forever, you know, like I always think of my dad as the example of someone who has changed their life so many times over. He came to the United States in the 70s when he was in his 30s. He was a school teacher. He was an interpreter. He didn't have me until he was in his 50s. He like lived in Paris. He's had so many different lives and reinvented himself so many different times that I'm like, oh, I can do that. I don't have to always be Sofie the bread baker.
Yeah.
Which I think having that mentality makes me more willing to be so committed right now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah, because I do get that feeling sometimes.
Yeah, because I guess I when I think about myself, or maybe when I see other people, is whatever it is that they're doing becomes who they are, but in a way that is kind of nasty.
Yeah.
And like not good.
Yes.
And maybe there is the love or like where they know like this is my yes thing. And even if it's not that, it becomes disgustingly their identity in them, right?
Yes. I love meeting someone who's like in their 70s or however old, and you learn something so surprising about them, like who they used to be when they were 30, and you're like, you were a fucking marine biologist and you are running like a bike shop now? Like, I love those stories. So I hope that like I get to be that kind of person when I'm older. That I'm like, yeah, I used to be a bread baker, and then I don't know, and found some other random thing and
found the cure for cancer.
You know, just casually.
Just casually.
It's that zoology degree coming in.
But at least for animals.
Yeah, no, fuck people. We're just gonna find a cure for. Actually, that's funny. Alexis and I were talking about a cure for dog cancer today. So, cracking the code.
That's perfect.
Turkey mushroom. What's that called? What's that mushroom that's called like turkey fang or something?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not well versed on my mushrooms.
Me neither.
Except the ones that make you feel all weird.
Oh yeah.
And like a portobello. And a cremilli.
You're like, there's some out there.
And then like
shiitake.
Yeah, that's a good one. Lion's mane
on pizza. Oh yeah.
I guess I know
a
few.
You have a lot. Yeah, oyster.
Okay. Oyster. Yeah. Okay. Maybe a few, a handful.
Yeah.
So I also want to talk about the neighborhood bread sale, or La Miga.
La Miga.
La Mia. La Mia or La Miga?
La Miga.
La Miga.
Miga is crumb.
Crumb, yeah. The crumb, which I think is a wonderful name for what you're doing. I think it's great. I just want to say that I was very thankful to be a part of one of them, and I was more inclined to observe. And what I noticed and what I observed and what I found really special was that it was on your patio. Right, that would be called a patio.
That's
porch?
A patio.
Porch.
Oh, porch. Sure.
Porch, yeah. Very nice. A very nice porch.
Yeah.
Elevated porch. what was really fascinating to me was that neighborhood folks coming to another neighbor's place to, first off, they wanted bread because it's good.
Thank you.
It was great bread, by the way. And also just to be in community, I think was a really special thing. These people that maybe aren't like best friends or know each other well, and just sparking up conversation and getting to know each other, and not like maybe not in a forced way, but there's really no other option than, maybe just be the person that's not wanting to chat or kind of sitting in the corner like I was for a little bit. It was really cool to have a view of like neighborhood individuals talking and chatting and smiling. It felt right. And so creating that type of environment was, whether you thought about that or not, that's what was happening, and that was really special. And bread, the loaf of bread, felt like a device that like brings that to fruition and like alive. And so not only good bread, but also great conversation and just like listening, and like people like really asking each other questions of like, oh, so what do you do, like how's your day, or like how long have you been here in this neighborhood, or like listening to your dad's stories or your dad's friend, the other guy, Chip. I don't know, that's really special and really cool. And I think I just want to say thank you for doing that, because that is a really, maybe doesn't happen often now as much, or it's maybe harder to see or experience like as a person in that way. And so that was really cool. But anyways, tell me what that looks like for you, and maybe your hopes for La Miga, and how maybe the next year or so your hopes are, and what that looks like. What are you wanting?
What we're shooting for?
This to be, and maybe it's like I just want it to unfold however it unfolds, and that's also great. But do you have any specifics or things that you're looking forward to or hoping for with that?
Well, thank you for talking about the bread drop at our house, because I think that is like the epitome of what I wanted, and what I want is like people coming over, getting to know people in our area, sharing good bread, like breaking bread together kind of kind of deal. And it is certainly like a device to bring people together. It's also, selfishly, I love to make a lot of bread, and I can't eat it all, so it's like a good way to be able to experiment and be a viable business. But that's kind of my ideal, is having neighborhood bread drops like that. Now, moving forward, I know Alexis and I have talked about like doing markets and stuff to kind of help offset some of the costs, because ideally what I want to like move towards is having markets for a broader audience, and then having neighborhood bread drops where we can play around with recipes and we want to offer like a sliding fee scale, because I understand why bread is getting more and more expensive. People are using regenerative grains and whole and organic and freshly milled, and that costs money, and it should, like it takes a lot of time and effort. But also, I don't think bread shouldn't be priced in such a prohibitive way that people in your neighborhood can't afford it, or people down I feel wrong about that, even though I understand why people do charge more. So I guess what I'm trying to say is working towards a model in which we can cover our costs, which means, our ingredient costing and like our labor costs, and also be able to provide a sliding fee scale for people and host these like bread drops at our house, maybe not every weekend, but maybe once a month, every other week, to kind of keep that community part of it. Alexis was asking me when we were first starting this, like, what is my intention behind all of it? And I was like, I think I just want to have fun. Like, genuinely, I just want this to be fun. And when it starts to be like a job, or when it starts to feel like a burden, then I don't want to do it anymore. Because I think people will be able to tell.
Yeah.
Like,
they'll taste it.
They'll be like, what the fuck is this shit? It sucks.
It's like burden.
And my lemonade will suck, and then I can just go work at a bakery. Like, the point is to have fun with it. So if I can cover the cost of flour doing that, great. And but yeah,
cool.
That's where I'm going. And then in a year, ask me in a year, because who knows? In a year, who knows?
Yeah, you'll have your own little bakery, or not.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Or maybe you'll be a veterinarian.
Maybe I'll go back to school for math,
Yeah, maybe you'll finally take that physics class again.
Dude, honestly, once I took, we had to take calculus later, and I was like, oh, I could have done physics had I done this, but too late. Good. I didn't want to do science. I thought I did, because everyone told me I did. I listened to people. Oh, I started school in anthropology, actually. Jesus, fuck.
That's okay. I changed my major a
lot.
Good amount of times in like 2 years. I think my what do they call those things?
Your
those
counselor? Oh, yeah.
Like, hey, you can change as many times as you want, but if you keep changing, you're going to be in school for a long time. And I said, you know what? I'm going to pick something. Like, I'll see you in a few days.
Thank you. What did you pick?
I think I told them that, and then I went into the photography school, majored in that, and then a minor in English, and then I said, I can do photography on my own and learn in that way, and that sounds more fun to me.
Yeah.
And so then I switched out of photography, made it a minor, went to, and this is before a bunch of other things. This was closer to the
12th hour.
The final, yeah. English major, photography minor, then dropped the photography minor, majored in philosophy, and moved English to a minor. So I am a philosophy major with an English minor.
I mean, that's the most interesting setup, I feel like.
Sure. I mean, a lot of reading, a lot of writing, and a lot of asking questions and talking.
But exactly, I feel like philosophy, writing, those kinds of things actually are so much better in a classroom setting, or in a learning environment, because you get to have conversations and round table, and you're not just working in a silo by yourself and just being like, yeah, that's really cool. Holy shit.
Thank you.
Okay, you make a lot more sense now, actually. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, weirdo.
No, you're just very thoughtful, and that makes sense.
Yeah, I saw, so this is kind of funny and very ridiculous in my head, but I saw birds lift off the grass over there. And they kind of cascade, and they all move together, and they kind of make a sound, and you kind of look, because it's just audibly it is catching, and then visually it's very beautiful. And I had this idea and I want to share it with you, and for people that also have these dreams and ideas of I hope that you've already done your lifting off the ground, and maybe we're starting to fly.
Ooh.
But there is this that cascading, which is to me is also when dominoes kind of fall. There's that first domino, and it moves, and then they all start to fall in a good way. Yeah. Positive domino falling in your life.
Yeah.
But I thought, oh, wow, that is really special. And then everyone starts, well, everyone being the birds, they all move together. And I thought, like, okay, you're lifting off the ground and you had some drops, and La Miga is like a thing. The crumb is a thing. And like it would be really cool a year from now to see like the cascading and like who is involved in like what it becomes, and what it doesn't become too is also like a beautiful thing. But like I know, because even in that small drop, that small moment in time at the bread drop, that like it had an impact, at least on me, but also like the other people that were there. And that is that like cascading of like the other birds kind of like whooshing together. And maybe it was in it probably because one of the birds lifted off first, and then everyone kind of like joined in, right? Okay, yeah, great. Yeah. La Miga, yeah, we're all going to the La Miga bread drop. That's gonna be so fun. We're all going right now. You should join us. And I just thought that, yeah, I just saw that and thought of you and bread, and I think I'm just excited to see like what it looks like for you, and
thank you.
And like Alexis being a part of that as well. Also, if you don't know, Alexis is Sophie's partner. So if the name has been dropped multiple times, that's why.
Thank you. Partner in
crime.
In crime, yeah, in all kinds of things. Yeah, that's such a beautiful way of looking at it and thinking about it, because it did start. I mean, actually, no, it didn't start with like a single person. It didn't start with me alone. It started from this woman in yoga class that gave me like.
And she okay, I need to ask this. Did she record herself on her phone and send it to you?
Yes.
Okay, it wasn't like she has a YouTube channel.
No.
We gotta let everyone know about the YouTube channel
No,
of this
I wish.
yoga bread making woman. That's amazing.
She had a Google Doc of videos of herself.
Wow.
Explaining how to feed the starter, how to make the bread, like, and I just watched, and it felt so complicated to me at the time, which is, it's funny just how you become familiar with something after so much practice, but yeah, the idea of like starting with one drop or one person or one moment, and then it just kind of like blooming out from there. And I really like something you said about being excited to see what La Miga becomes or doesn't become, and I think that like to me is at the core of it all is like the ephemeral quality of La Miga or bread specifically. Like I think that's why I love bread so much, as if I can be so bold to call it an art form, which is pretty annoying to say, but I'm gonna go there for this purpose to say like some people are creative in drawing or painting or writing or singing, and I'm not. Writing, sure, maybe in my diary, but actually I like to write. But those things to me are kind of like set in stone, like once you paint something, it's painted there forever. But bread, you make it and then it's eaten and it's gone. And I love that, because if it sucks, it's gone. If it was great, you remember it fondly. So that's kind of like how I feel about La Miga, is I want it to be ephemeral. I hope it's here for a while, and if it's not, I hope people remember it very fondly. And so we'll see what it becomes or doesn't become in a year or 2 years or
however long.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate you taking the time and chatting with me.
Yeah.
Glad we were able to do that.
Good luck editing this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I ramble.
No, it's perfect. Yeah, we're just talking.
But here, I'll give you a soundbite. Thank you, Christian. This was really, really nice, and you had really thoughtful questions, and I appreciate offering to chat.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. All right.